Hello, my name is Mordred Viking. I'd like to welcome you to episode 34, this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. A little bit of good news, I have now finally got my better internet, so I should be able to do more of these videos. I'm still going to try and maintain one Mountain Blade and one Europa Universalis 4 video a day. I may or may not get more than that, I don't know. I don't want to make any promises about that particular schedule, it's just that I now have the ability to, if I am so able, so if any of my other responsibilities give me enough time, basically. Right, so in the last episode, our diplomatic game basically didn't entirely about face. We lost our alliance with Picardy, and they have in fact rivaled us, and we have rivaled them. Aragon abandoned their alliance, despite having very high relations and being friendly. They just won't make a new one. However, looking around at potential allies, we could now make an alliance with Sweden. Their rival is still Marienburg, but Marienburg is not rivaled to Sweden in return. Sweden is probably looking a little more friendly to us right now because they are in a war and it looks like they are losing. Some of their land has been occupied, so that might drag me into war against Ryazan, but I'd be quite happy to do that. I think I'll probably just blockade up here or something. I do kind of want to keep my armies at home right now, because the other diplomatic issue we have is we have a rather large coalition aligned against us, which is part of the reason I want Sweden on our side, just in case. Thankfully Picardy has not, and neither has Savoy, which is a good thing. Savoy is quite powerful. So we are basically short two allies right now. In fact, Savoy has rivaled us, we could make them an ally. Who else was I looking? Oh yeah, Yugoslavia. Am I actually raising relations with them right now? Yes, I am. Although we're not even close to making an alliance with them. But Yugoslavia is one of my targets. Possibly Venetia, once we get rid of this aggressive expansion. They might actually have aligned with us enough, particularly if they're rivaled against, say, Picardy, which they might be. And they're against Aragon, and as Aragon doesn't want an alliance with me, that might be a good thing. In fact, I probably should rival Aragon at some point, because then the fun of the colonial wars will start occurring. Although currently they have a much bigger and stronger colonial nation than I do right now. But we do have this one up here, and this one which I still need to finish up. And in fact, I only have 2 colonies. I could do a third very easily. Do I have a colonist on the way anywhere? No. Okay, so I'm going to withdraw this one in Isan. You. Recall. In fact, I could recall them both. Let's see, the first one would be, what was it? 4 ducats, I think. Yeah, 4 ducats, then it was 10. So it cost 14, we can afford that. So we will recall them both. I might actually put one of them to work up here, because I'd like this to be a colonial nation so they can start expanding on their own, like these guys have. And obviously I just want more of the land here. Maybe this one, probably this one, so I have this whole northern shore on our side. So give that a day, they should now be both free. They are, good. So we'll stick one here. And on this island, we will finish this island off. Okay, good. The other thing I can do is build stuff. We were building universities. Oh yes, we got Lancaster University at the end of the last episode, which is, quite frankly, marvellous. Okay, Kent has been converted, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do about it right now because they all have that minus 100% religious zeal. Oh well. Kind of tempted to get rid of this Republican tradition one. It's just never happening, basically. What could I take instead? Discipline? Morale? Prestige? I'm tempted by the prestige. I think I might well get rid of that. Ooh, the idea cost. We do have several ideas which we could take, because both of these groups are open currently. And if we did decide to get another admin tech, then we could get another one. Are we saving that admin for something? No. I should be really spending it where I have my universities, shouldn't I? Whoa, the thing is unbelievably cheap. 12 power per point. That is insane. Look at all those bonuses we're getting. 10% because of efficiency, 7.5 because of the Burghers, 10% because of land reform, full economy focus, 20% organised through bishops, 5% farmers, 5%. Wow, that is really, really cheap. I might even be able to do some manpower ones, although how far am I from the next level? Both of those will fire next year, so I can only really do admin at this point. So we will only do admin where we can. Kent is in the Netherlands, I don't particularly want to do that. Likewise in Normandy, Antwerp. London I could, but I'm just going to wait until we get some more universities. So let's unpause and let's get this thing going. Okay, go, go, go. We need to wait for our diplomat to return, and then we send him off to Sweden to make that alliance. Then we need to start these relations improving. That can actually go up to 100, which will be a pretty firm alliance. Still can't believe that Picardy reneged on it. What's their trust? It's 40, but that's because they broke the alliance. Spend money and get prestige. Yes, please. And improve. No, not with them. With these guys. That one. Okay. Stop. Okay, stopped. Must be an automatic thing. So Liège has declared war on us. Sweden has refused to join the war. Of course they have. And Savoy has now rivaled Picardy. So Savoy is in a very good position. Oh no, they're not. They rivaled me. Never mind. So Marienburg's in this. Where's their army? You're not at war with someone, are you? Nope. Is that it? That is it. So their army's up there for some reason, but that is another, what, 40,000 men, probably, plus my 40. These areas are going to get taken. I'm going to take off these forts. Basically, if anyone manages to land in England, we're screwed anyway, so the forts won't help. I could actually probably just remove those so we don't pay any maintenance on that, but I'll keep them just in case. You are gaining that. I will start that. Navy. What is their navy like? Their navy is pathetic because most of theirs is land-based. Okay, so they are going to get war score for occupying these bits. That's just something I'll have to deal with. So who are we actually at war with here? Hamburg. So we could capture these without anyone getting at me. And then I'm just going to have to fight a series of battles against those, unfortunately. Well, we are going to have to flesh out this army. What do we have currently? We have got 14 artillery, 4 cavalry, 22 infantry. I'd like another 6 artillery and another 8 infantry, probably. Okay, that's 5 artillery. I'll wait a month or two for the extras. I might send the navy down here. In fact, who would have their ships? Probably Hamburg. Oh no, Venetia's in this, so Venetia will have their navy. My colonial nations might be able to do some damage to the Venetian one. Which was where? Those are all mine, that's Anhalt. Oh, Lecce got over there. Interesting. Hadn't even seen that we got that discovered. Where was the Venetian one? I'm sure they were here somewhere. It's Picardy, Aragon, Venetia, there. Aragon's not in this war, so yes, if we do some naval landings, which they might well try and do, we can occupy that. It's only going to be a tiny amount of war score. We could also occupy these islands, but the rest of Venice will be very difficult to take. I really need to try and unite my armies with theirs, if their army is even moving. No? Right, I'm going to stop making relations with you, because you suck. My fleet can continue patrolling. I might actually send my heavies down here to try and engage Venetia's galleys. We've sunk their transport ships. In fact, captured one, which I will send as soon as I can. You go to Essex. Okay, they should be fine just patrolling there. I'm going to try and make a military access thing with Balticum here. I have plenty of Diplo slots available. Ask access. I'm going to turn the speed down because that's probably what's been killing me. And they have 30,000 men there already. I need to build another cannon, which is the last of the cannons that I wanted, so I just need another 80 ducats for infantry. Right. What is their war goal? Show superiority, so it's all about battles. We need to beat them more than they beat us. Because we have the military access with Balticum, that means that Marienburg can get their army home, which may or may not be a mistake, because now these guys can move their armies over to Marienburg and engage them there. Although Marienburg could invade Hamburg, and depending on what military accesses they have with the German states, they might not be able to get to them. I don't know. Well, considering Hamburg's got their armies over here, they probably can. I really do need to unite with these guys. That would give us a combined force of 80,000, which is quite strong. How many have they got against us? It's actually slightly more balanced than I thought it would be. We have, what, 40, 90,000 they have, 70, 90, 120,000, but they're far more spread out. Not as serious. Especially if we can knock out some of the smaller armies over on this side before the main bulk arrives. We really need to defeat them while they're split up. So if Meppen makes their way over here, for example, then I can certainly sail in and intercept. Could really do with a better general, though. Right, battle fleet, you guys merge. You are boarding, good. We'll send the cogs out, this is fine. Over to here, because we need to reinforce. Antwerp has fallen, not surprising. Sail into there. I'm going to send my army to Norfolk, so they should be easier to reinforce. Utrecht has fallen. Okay. Norfolk. How long till these cannons are done? Very, very soon. We could start another 2,000 infantry. In fact, I'm going to wait on the infantry, because I can then bring in mercenaries instead. And I won't need manpower, because my manpower pool is actually fairly small. So I want these guys to be reinforcing my main army, then I can grab a bunch of mercenaries. Money, as you know, is not an issue. Military tech. Bloody marvellous. This is a really big one, because this is the next tier of infantry, and it's more military tactics, and we will once again be ahead of time. This is huge. This might actually be the turning point, depending on how quickly this war is over. So, we have got a lot of morale, so I'm not worried about the reformed tercio. We also do a lot of damage. All of the defensive pips are the same, because I'd quite like to preserve manpower, but that won't matter there. So it's really the trade-off whether we want to do more morale damage or whether we want to do more damage. I'm going to take the damage. I don't want to break their armies, I want to kill their soldiers. So we're going to go with the Gustavians. Okay. They are just besieging, so we'll kind of sit just behind their main army. Natives lose 5 aggressiveness. Awesome. What's my heavies doing? My heavies are very nearly repaired, and we can send them off to fight as well. In fact, I could use my artillery to back their siege up. Made no effect. They probably have enough. Yeah, we're already getting 5. Never mind then. I don't want to suffer the attrition. So we'll group you guys up. We will group you again. We will tell you to board, and we'll send the ships off. Off you go. And we have 24,000 men down here. I'd really quite like to intercept and kill them, but we will take Rostock first. Lose tax and gain nobility, or lose nobility loyalty. I'll take the 1 tax and nobility. What do I want out of this war? Let's set some goals. Nothing really, because I probably don't have the aggressive expansion to burn on it. I'm not at war with anyone that has any of this northern coastline, which is really what I want. Maybe to break some alliances or something, or forced conversions. Our ships should now be repaired. They are. I'm going to hire an admiral. Should actually fair. Really? Really? 1 pip? Oh, my naval tradition's really low. My land, whoa, 1%. Huh. I have not been at war for very long, or at all recently. We'll get rid of you because you're crap. Much better. So we have an admiral. We'll be losing some points, but who cares? We'll send them off there because none of their navies are here, and I want to kind of kill the Venetian navy, so I know for sure that they can't land any troops very sneakily. Our army is still in support there. We are sailing into whatever land that is. Utrecht is embargoing us. Fine, whatever. Natives are rising. Silly natives. Ah, they've moved down here. So, especially when Rostock has fallen, they will probably move their army and attack into Sternberg. We will hopefully by that, we will by that point have more than enough troops to support them. And we want to kill their armies before they move everyone over from over there. So preferably before. No, don't go that way. No, 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 no. Go this way. This way. Oh man, you idiots. I can't take that on my own, not just yet. Let's have these guys there, then maybe. Should I immediately go for the mercenaries? I think I probably should. It will put me into debt, but I'm quite happy to take a loan. I need to win this war. I'll raise war taxes, which cost me 50 of that. That's totally fine. And now we'll get a bunch of Gustavian mercenaries. In fact, I'll spend this entire loan on them. Will I? This entire loan... No, I'll get about 20, which might be this loan. And there we go, 20 more men, which will bring me up to 66. I'll be over my force limit, but that's a sacrifice I'm quite willing to take. We need to find some territory which is better to stand in. Actually, Neumark is a good spot. It is forest, and there is a potential river crossing, which is potentially -2, depending on their movement. And they actually have a really good general. 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. So regardless, their maneuver is a lot better than mine, so no, they won't get a naval river crossing. Okay, mercenaries are done. Move out. And heavies, where are you? You have arrived. So just sail around here and see if we can catch out some of the Venetians. Off you go. Actually, they're probably in there. Okay, these guys have arrived. I'll wait until I have 18,000 men here, so I'm not wasting the journey. Or part of my capacity, I should say. Our heavies are taking damage for sailing in this area because we are out of supply reach, but they should be able to survive there for a while at least. We have got 18,000 here. And we will send you out to there. Ah, now this is where I can go and kill them. They're going to have, what, 22, 30,000 men. I can beat that, especially if my reinforcements arrive in time. They have taken Holland. And actually, once they're starting to attack Marienburg, I can ship my troops back over here and begin recapturing things. But it's the supremacy that matters. We need to win these battles. So as soon as you've arrived, I'll start marching. In fact, I should start marching right now, because they will march and reinforce as soon as that falls. So 36 against 22, I'm fairly confident of those odds. I can check to see what their armies are like. Wow, they have more morale than... Well, they have a shite ton of more morale. Why? Unit Pride military drill. What's Unit Pride? Is that a national idea? Probably. What's their army maintenance? Sorry, army tradition. 11% versus my what? 0? Yeah. We do have a bigger army, way more artillery, so our troops are better supported. We have more discipline, and actually I'm going to switch out that one I was talking about. I'm not going to take you, you're kind of useless for this current development. I'm going to take another 2.5 discipline, so we really should thrash them. Plus we have the higher tech level, plus we have more military tactics. So although we are behind in morale, so maybe we should take the extra morale soldiers. We have sunk the Venetian fleet, all of it, and actually captured another transport. Great, we'll ship those home. We'll get the transport, we'll split you off independently. Merge you guys together. This 18 is on its way. We should win this, though not as clearly as I'd kind of hoped. Marienburg has won their... What? Oh, that was probably just the transport. Won their battle. So they're coming in to support me just in time. Bang. House 17 will throw them in too. There we go. We have 87 against their 10,000 here. More than enough. Send these guys home and we'll grab the last 12,000 men. Good. Opening round, Stormwind. Group you guys together. They're probably going to march down here, so we will follow them. We are low on morale, but the month will tick over. And we will support the Marienburg attack here, because we massively outnumber them. Oh no, they're not going there. Where are you going? Are you going after them? Alright, fair enough. I think I'll go after them first, though. Because as soon as that falls, they'll come and march in support. Well, if you kill them, they won't, because they won't want to lift that siege. Oh, they actually want Rostock. I might well give it to them. Okay, you guys are almost home. How far out are you? Not too. Now, it's one good thing to remember that the longer your ships are at sea, out of supply reach, the more attrition they take. So currently they're going to take 9% damage a month, and then at the end of the month they'll probably tick up to 12 or so. And that can get really, really quite bad. So yeah, we are going to march and support. 80,000 against 20,000, we kill them, and hopefully we march and kill those 44. While we have this massive number superiority, we're actually doing a ton more damage to them. There we go. They lost 14,000, we lost 11. Massive war score difference. And we're actually getting a fair amount of army tradition for this, so that's good. Let's march to Posen and hope they follow us. Let's consolidate while we're here. No? Not interested? Actually, I could get rid of some of these empty infantry regiments. I think I will. So that we continue to reinforce the cavalry and the artillery regiments. Which I would much prefer. So we'll get rid of you guys, move you there. And delete. You guys get on board the ship. We are coming in with more infantry reinforcements in the way of mercenaries. And they will of course reinforce with money, not with men. So we can disband you. And that will save up all of this manpower that we have in the bank right now for the cannons and the cavalry. We do have a lot of colonies on the way. That is unfortunately at a bad time for us because it's costing us even more money. Oh well. Money is cheap. So they now have a full 62,000 men here, as I kind of suspected they would. Marienburg, should we go and... Okay, they're attacking us. Hopefully Marienburg will come and support us. As soon as this battle is joined. They're marching actually in the wrong direction, which is good. Marienburg, dude, come on. Dude! Really? You're just gonna... You arseholes. We'll march up to Memel. Because we withdrew from the battle, it wasn't a shatter. We can choose where to go. I'm going to move my infantry up here to Memel to support. And in fact, while we are still recovering morale anyway, I'm going to switch from Gustavian to Reform Tercio. We are seriously lower on morale than they are. We need the extra morale resistance, so we're switching to Tercio. Although these might still be Gustavians. Nope, they switch as well. They didn't used to. That's new. And the only reason you attack now, really? Ah, you bastards. Yeah, and now we're going to lose because their 28 is going to march in. You bloody idiots. Slow clap there for Marienburg, really. They might well have just lost the war with that. We kind of had to keep momentum going, and now we've lost it. Let's split out some more of these infantry. Delete them. We now have 33, 420. That's a fairly decent mix. And these guys will be reinforced because they are mercenaries. Alright, so we can't march because we are completely out of morale. Let's send these guys home and repair. You guys are repairing. Good. Oh, Marienburg, you bloody idiots. This war is won on superiority. And you're losing us battles. Alright, get going. Idiots. If you'd supported me when I was right freaking next to you, we would have won that. Easy. Oh, now you're attaching to this unit. Nice. First circumnavigation by Aragon. So they get a big prestige bonus, apparently, when they do manage to circumnavigate. So yeah, 100 prestige and 40 navy tradition. Anyone who does it now will get a lesser bonus, but it's still pretty nice to do. You can only really do it if you've got ports along the way, so Aragon probably would sail from there to here, then from here through the rest, I guess, though this would be a bit of a gamble, but because they've explored it all already, it would be much quicker. Like when you're going into Terra Incognita, it's slow. It's really, really slow moving between these, so once you've explored something, then it's much quicker, and they have done this whole area, so not too surprised they managed that. You probably want a high maneuver admiral too, or actually you would need a explorer, high maneuver explorer. Okay, so they have 40,000 men here. We have no morale, but then we could go and assault them. Well, the rest of their armies are up here, if Marienburg chooses to follow us. Oh, rebels. Nice. Hopefully they split up. Marienburg's training more troops. Right, we will go for Shians. Are you coming? No? No? God, their AI is stupid. Yeah, what are you? You are farmlands. That's fine. Where are you going? I'll support you then. We've lost the siege of Wismar. Fine. As long as Venice isn't landing troops. I do wish I could get ships in here because then I could just leave my heavies there. As is, I might actually tell you to leave port and then just have a patrol route going around here. I think I'll do that actually. Just that. And then start patrolling, and that will mean they'll keep going around in circles. Where are you going? Going there? Yes, you are. Okay, combined arms. Let's go and kill this army. And these guys won't reinforce because they want to finish that siege. These guys are force marching on the way down here, but they won't get here in time. Balticum, end of internal conflicts. Okay. We are doing lots more damage, full stack wipe, because we had so many more men than they did. Good. Right, so we could march on this. That would be, what, 80,000 of us against 40. Breslau is flat. You coming? No. Okay. We will get some morale back then. In fact, can I tell you to follow them? Yes, I can. So now whenever they move, our army's going to move with them. So it's one big block. And I'd really quite like to kill that big block before these two unite with them. So if these two get there, then we don't stand a chance. So we'll see if they do something when morale is recovered. Need to keep an eye on this. It's making me really nervous. Okay, morale. There we go, and they are marching. So because we have attached to their army, we are marching as one big army. It's going to be 86,000 versus 27. This should be another squish. And we are doing, wow, a lot more damage. Although, because their army got here first, I guess, we're using their tactics, which is unfortunate. Because my tactics are way better than theirs, but they have more morale. And another stack wipe. That is a huge stack wipe, actually. That is massive. They lost 33,000. We lost 4. That is huge. And the 8 war score. That is a absolutely massive victory. Massive, massive, massive. Great. That's really good. We have got 68. Probably about 100,000 they have. 50, 60, 70, 80,000. So we now outnumber them. And our armies are generally better than theirs. And we still have manpower, which is kind of rare for my armies. Okay, let's end that. We will merge. I'm okay with leaving... Am I? No, I'll move them out. You. So we'll need to build a bunch of infantry regiments after this. But that's fine. They don't cost too much. Need to move you away from enemies. You cannot disband them if they're adjacent to an enemy. Okay, our full 80,000 is going against that 1,000 cannon, so that's an auto squish. Boom. Disband them, okay. And our army will continue marching. Ooh, we get another technology. Admin, which gives us another idea. I'm going to skip that, actually. I would quite like to get more development. So no, won't do anything there. Where are you going? You are marching the long way round. But their army has once again split up, which they keep on doing, and I'm totally fine with. Brilliant government. Well, of course, I'm in charge. More prestige. Prestige equals morale. Trade good. We are getting naval supplies. That's good. Naval supplies are usually worth quite a lot, particularly when really, really big navies start appearing. And certainly with us here and probably Aragon and Venice, there will be some big navies. More navies there are, the higher the price of naval goods. Another 85 versus 20. We have the full back line of artillery. In fact, we have too many artillery for the battle width. We're wasting like units. But I don't really care because we are still winning. And we need to basically reduce their war enthusiasm to low. But most of them are really, really high still. But we are killing them. Slowly but surely we are killing them. Venice is rebuilding its navy rather quickly. They have got 15 galleys already. And we had another battle, which we also won. Good. Where to next, dude? Yugoslavia is done. Relations. Let's see how that now looks. 28 to 112. That's minus 16. So that's actually, sorry, minus 60. So that's actually 62. No, 52. Sorry. Versus my 28. That alliance isn't going to happen. Savoy's arrival. Unfortunately, Savoy would be a really good ally. Ah, Leccio. My colonial rival. And that is very possible. Even while I'm at war, that's possible. Okay, let's improve relations with them, and that will put them in a good position against Aragon if anything ever happens there. And Picardy, actually. Because I can just march through Aragon. And we beat another army with no casualties whatsoever. They must have had no morale. Another squish. We are now at 10% war score. We do have some war exhaustion, which I might need to buy off. They are getting quite a lot of war exhaustion because of how much we are beating their armies, basically. We are getting plus 25 from battles of a maximum of 25? No, we can get more than that. Plus the superiority has not actually started ticking yet, so we can get another 25 from that. I think we are pretty much safe. I'll fully admit to having been slightly worried though. Alright, I'm going to detach from you and I'll move to Newmark and start claiming them back. In fact, I'll detach and start attacking you. Anyone trying to offload troops? Nope. Good. Did we ever take that Venetian spot? We didn't. Dude, come on. Take it. It's right there. You have ships. Yeah, you have loads of ships. Get with it. Chop chop. Okay, so their armies are grouping up again. So I am going to move down here and I'll gang up with these guys again. And we'll see what mischief we can do. In fact, I might kill that 15 stack while I'm here. While they're trying to reinforce. Ooh, you're going somewhere. Follow them. Oh, we have 90,000 men there now. Sweet. Yes, please do tax it. And we did capture that back, and we got Newmark back too. Good. Quick check. Nothing attacking there. Good. Group, move. Whoa, you take the long way around. Oh, because they've taken Sternberg. Squish? Yes, squish. And now we're going here. Breslau was open land. So the good thing is there's so much open land here that because our army is so big, we are getting the full extent of this width. And we have so much artillery here that we are completely obliterating them. Our army is just a lot stronger than theirs. So you can see that with the numbers here. Each tick is the amount of casualties you take. 400 to 1800. We just have a much stronger army. 11 war score from that battle, and whoa, another full stack wipe. I didn't actually expect that. I wonder why that happened. They get 2.7 land tradition, we got 1.1, so our tradition's probably rising pretty quickly. Yeah, 6% from 1. Naval traditions at 21. That was down to like 10, wasn't it? Huh. So we lost 8,000, they lost, gosh, 38, 40,000. And yeah, they've gone down to 31. Superiority is now ticking up. Some of these are going down to medium. Their army is much smaller than ours. It's going well. Anyway, I am going to have to stop it there, I'm afraid. This has been a pretty intense episode, particularly the beginning. I really didn't know what was going to happen. But because Marienburg has actually been a pretty good ally, except for the retarded not joining in Posen when we fought there, and then attacking right after us, which was just facepalm moment. But since then, they've actually done a fairly good job. We just need to remember to detach our armies from theirs when it's more pertinent to get back on our ships and head over here and grab some of our land back. Because currently the only war score they hold against us is, let's see, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17 because of holdings. So this is actually almost 50 once we've taken those back. And they do not have the army anymore to really resist us. Their army's gone down to 30, 40, call it 50. We've got 60, 70, 110. Yeah, we're way ahead. I need to burn down my war exhaustion. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. I'm really kind of getting into this right now. If you have any tips or advice, please do leave a comment, or if you just have any general things to say about this, then please do leave a message and I will try and get back to you. I read them all. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.